Welcome back, 7th graders, to part 2 of solving equations using distributive property. So we did some distributive property, but all our problems were with just positive numbers. I want to try a couple problems with integers and negative numbers also. Okay, irrational numbers. So how do we do if we have negative numbers? Well, guess what? The same way how we did with positive numbers, we just have to be careful with signs. So let's do this one. I'll use distributive property. So 10 times a is 10a. 10 times negative 6, remember to multiply that with a sign, is negative 60. And that equals to my right side, which is negative 25. Okay. Now we have a two-step equation, which we are used to do, right? So let's separate the sides. Add 60 to both sides because I have negative. I have to get rid of it. Okay. Now here, on my left side, I'll bring it up, leaves me with 10a because 60s are going away. Now what am I going to do here? I have different signs, so I'm going to subtract. But I cannot subtract 25 minus 60. So somewhere on the side, I'm going to still put 60 minus 25. I'm still subtracting smaller number from the bigger number. So I cannot subtract that, so I'm going to regroup, which gives me 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Which is 35. I'll check double quickly. Is 25 plus 35 60? Yes, I did it correctly. So that's 35. Now what happens when I divide by 10? I move my decimal to the left. I don't have to do long division here, right? I'm gonna use my skills. You can say, well, where's my decimal? Well, decimal always is on the back right here. Really is there. It's just kind of hiding. So if I move my decimal one spot, the answer is 3.5. I can check my answer. And let's see if that will work. Okay, let's do it. So 10 and 3.5 minus 6 equals negative 25. Well, let's see. I have to do parentheses first, so I have to do 6 minus 3.5. If I subtract that, I have 5. Of course, I just borrowed it, so that's 2.5. So the answer is negative, right? 2.5 because I have more negatives than positives. Let me bring it up a little bit and make it straight. Okay, so that's 10 times negative 2.5. I hope you understand why it's negative 2.5. I have 6 negatives and only 3.5 positives, which leaves me still with a negative number. I have more negatives. Is it equal to negative 25? Yes, because when I multiply by 10, I move my decimal to the right. So yes, it is correct, which means my A is 3.5. Okay, here's problem for you to try. Okay, try the A. Okay, I hope it went well. If not, here it is how to do it. We're going to leave my left side at negative 4.5. Remember that negative, don't forget it. On my right side is negative 3b. Now be careful when you're multiplying. You're multiplying negative 3 times 15, which is negative 45. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to add 45 to both sides. Now be careful because one is 4.5, the other is 45, right? Alright, so what do I have here? I have different signs, so I need to subtract, but like I said, I always subtract smaller number from the bigger, so minus 4.5. Careful where you're putting your decimals. Okay, subtracting, so that's 4, that's 5, that's 0, that's 4. Let's see, if I added, will I get 45? Yes, I would. So I have more positive, so my answer is positive on this side, equals negative 3b. I need to divide by 3, so long division. Well, I guess I should write it this way. Which number goes in the house? The top number always goes in the house. Okay, how many 3's in a 4? 1. 1 times 3. 3. Subtract 1, brings 0 down. How many 3's in a 10? 3. 3 times 3, 9. Subtract. That's 1. Bring 5 down. Don't forget that decimal up here. How many 3's in 15? 5. 5 times 3, 15. So I'm done with this one. So that means that my B is, now careful with a sign, positive divided by negative is negative 13.5. Let's check our answer. Okay, negative 4.5 is negative 3 times negative 13.5 plus 15. I have to do parentheses first. Different signs, so subtract 15, subtracting 13.5. Okay, so that's 4, that's 5, that's 1, so that's 1.5. Negative 4.5 equals, I have more positive, so my subtraction should be a positive answer. Negative 3 times 1.5. I know the signs match because negative times positive is negative. So it's 3 times 1.5 and negative 4.5. Yes, it is. Therefore, my answer is negative 13.5. Hope you answered correctly. All right. I have one more quick problem for you, and that's a story problem. I would like you to set it up very quickly and tell me what you think about it. Okay, welcome back. How would you set it up? Well, here it is. We are looking at the rectangle with a length of 17 centimeters. I don't know what the width is. And the perimeter is 58. Well, I know rectangle has the same sides on the opposite, so that's W, and that's 17. How would I set it up? Well, I could set it up W plus 17 plus 17. That equals to 58. But since our lesson is about distributive property, that means I have to see what doubles here. So my width times the length, that's what I'm going to multiply by 2. So I could set it up this way, because I still have 2 W's and 2 17's equals 58. And then I'll solve very quickly. So that's 2W plus 34 equals 58. I'm going to subtract 34. Subtract 34. Once I subtract, I have 2W on the left side, which leaves me with 16 here, divided by 2, which is 8. So my width is 8 centimeters. Oh, I'm sorry. The length is 8 centimeters. Hope it works for you. If you have any questions, please write any questions on the board. Okay, see you guys later.